Well, hey folks, pt.7 here. Welcome to the channel and welcome back to Farm Sim 25 and the Maypole Farm. Yeah, it's not a beautiful day today by any stretch, I'm afraid. So we're gonna get the rest of the hay in off the field because it's well, it's not getting any drier sitting there. That's for dang sure. Now I've taken the liberty of spending a quick 50k. I bought one of the ultimate favorite little farm vehicles here, the Lizard truck, in full regalia, of course, with the largest box, and I've currently filled it with wheat. Indeed, wheat for the chickens, which we don't have, but we're about to. Hope everybody's having a great day. It is the 17th day of July, 2025, as I record this. It won't be when you see it, but, well, you know, it ain't magic. It's time travel. That's it. Alright. There you are. That should, no, I don't think this is any sort of special chicken station. Should only require food and animals, and it does. Perfect. So, let's, yeah, I'm afraid for the price of this thing, it doesn't come with the quietest exhaust system. That's understandable. Alright, let's see what we can do here. I mean, obviously I know we can buy chickens, but what will it allow? 881? God. Let's buy 4 roosters. How come I'm getting a deal on them? Well, I'm not. Weird. Anyway, do we want to get 6-month-old or do we want to get 0-month-old? Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't those eggs? I don't know. 0 months. And oh, it doesn't tell us, eh? Doesn't it usually give you, like, the ready-to-breed thing, or is that just for the mammal types? Anyway, yeah, let's, it gets expensive really quick. I mean, we're doing reasonably well for money, but how about if we grab, say, 50? What's that gonna run us? That'll at least get us popping eggs right away. Yeah, I can handle that. And I love how they say they'll charge you a transport fee. You know, even though there's no way in the game to transport chickens. Buggers. Alright, so we've got that, and then we will grab $50 of the wee ones. There we go. Okay. Yeah, see. Transport fee is applied. It's like, yeah, bite me. Alright, here we go. Like, really? You took us out of that nice warm animal area and just so you could stick us out here in the rain. Even the dog's gone inside. Alright, so excellent. Now I guess we get back to the baling of the hay. Yeah, you know what? It's just not a good idea. You know, we went through all the bother of tethering that. And now we're going to bundle it while it's soaking, I mean bale it while it's soaking wet. I don't know, man. Doesn't make any sense. Makes more sense to just, you know, go to bed. 8:14. Yeah, it's September. Let's get up a little earlier. Hopefully it won't be frogged in. Now we've got nothing generating money, so we're going to lose a little bit of money here overnight. I don't think we have anything generating money. I should put one of those towers down. They cost 18 grand. You make about 2 grand a month or something off it. So it pays for itself pretty quick, unlike, well, everything else in farming. So, yeah. Well, I didn't even see what that particular night cost us. Well, let's see if we can lure our dog in for the day. There we go. Must be still sleeping. Oh, there he is. What the heck, man? Where were you? Hey. Oh. Alright. Yeah. Let's, no, that's not what I wanted, actually. That's what I wanted. And I want... Are they? They're not under tools, are they? No. There we are, generators. 19.5. There we go. No, we shall never go another night without generating a nice chunk of money. You get a couple of grand when you go to bed, eh? So yeah, it doesn't take long for that thing to pay itself off. Before we get our first flat of eggs, that will have paid for itself. And look what we got. A reasonably nice day. Awesome. Let's get down there and get ourselves here. Let's go quicker. Some hay baled. I have gotten a start on it. We're not going to be here for the entire field. I've done a little bit of it. These all put up, and we're going to, I don't think we'll stack them on the trailer right away. It all did get rained on after all. Which is, I guess, just, you know, perfect timing. Go, just dropped one. Yeah, there's... I remember City Farmer when he was using a square baler, pretty sure square baler, commenting that the twine never went down. And I wonder if he was using this same one. Because, yeah, out of what we've done... Now, granted, it's not a ton of bales, but I've made probably... I don't know. Hey, maybe it'll tell us. 46 so far. And, yeah, we haven't gone down even a single cube of that 24 cube line. Oh, and if you're wondering why the tractor stops every time I turn that little panel on and off, it's because of my keyboard. I actually need both hands to make any of the F functions work. I use an MX Keys, it's called. A very, well, arguably one of the best keyboards ever built. In all seriousness, you just have to handle one to realize it. And believe me, I've gone through a lot of keyboards in my life. But, yeah. I actually, when I took it out of the package, I actually said, wow. Yeah. I mean, I've said wow before, you know, when RGB was first becoming a popular thing. And I got my first, you know, full all keys, configurable, blah, 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 RGB mechanical keyboard. You know, once I plugged it in and it did its little dance of, you know, unicorn vomit greatness, I went, wow. But I suppose that was almost as much just shock as it was being impressed. Alright, here we go. Time to, I believe I have to turn it off. There we go. And, nice. Alright. So that is that with that. Now, we have some grass, so I'm kind of contemplating maybe picking this up with the forage wagon. You know? Maybe we'll do a little of both. Maybe? Maybe we'll do... What is that right behind us? Just out of absolute curiosity. Oh. Oh. It's withered and I touched it. Ew. Alright. That's for you to deal with, Noah. Sorry, man. I ain't taking that one off your hands. Even briefly. Alright, well, I suppose we can start anywhere. So, here. Back on you go. And instantly it's hay. Huh? There we are, now it's shifted. Isn't that strange? I think that's the first time I've ever seen this game actually do that. Where it didn't just instantly change your bale type depending on what the very next thing it picked it up was. Cool. I mean, in this case, because we'll have more grass than we have hay, so. Alright, now, I don't want you to drop out on the road, so very gently here. There we go. Anytime you want now. I guess, geez, did you sew them together or what? Look at that. It was hanging on a 6-inch rim. Those things must weigh, what, 100 pounds? 50 kilos? Sorry. Yeah, it's like I've said before, man. I'm that group who basically grew up learning standard measurement, and then partway through your mastery of it, they went, oh, by the way, forget everything you've learned. Yeah. There's no more of this 12s and 36s and 5,700 and blah blah blahs. Nope, it's all 10s now. We're gone metric. Yeah. So yeah, every single person I know in this country, I've known a few in the last, 60 plus years, has mixed their measurements. I wonder why we're so messed up. Alright. Let's Just bloody get there, shall we? I'm coming for you. Oh, look out. Don't just stand there, you lunatic. I thought you'd break into a mad run way before I got that close. So yeah, it's kind of a, well, not kind of, it's a very sad day for our community today. A couple of months ago, I don't know, I know it made national papers, I don't know if it made international papers, but a couple of months ago, a rather large grizzly bear left his normal area and managed to paddle his way over to 6 Island, which is a large habited island just 3-4 miles out my window here. And he wasn't causing trouble, and he wasn't really doing anything. And they were just in the process, after talking to the appropriate government people, who, of course, you know, stuck their butts to their chairs with crazy glue and said, yeah, we'll get right on that, which, of course, they never did. Right? The idea being they wanted to relocate him, because it's not a huge island, and bears have a pretty big territory, especially when you start getting into something like a grizzly bear, you know. So the government, well, yeah, we'll relocate them to the southern part of the island where it's not as habitated and there's not as much of it. The entire island makes up about what the average grizzly would have for a habitat, so what the heck did they think? But I guess, anyway, the deal with this particular bear, who they called Tex, because he swam to Texada, had been relocated twice before and just refused to stay. He kept showing up again in places where there was people. And again, not to cause trouble, not to do anything like that. I would imagine when they finally get around to the realities of it, they'll figure out it was just a matter of, you know, where he was, there were, you know, more boys than girls or something, and he wasn't managing to find a mate, so he kept leaving, you know. Or it could have been food, it could have been who knows what, you know. Maybe he just smelled funny and the other bears didn't like him. But some slack-jawed idiot shot him a couple days ago, and he was found yesterday morning laying on one of the beaches, having succumbed to his wound. So yeah, in typical I'm a stupid person at it, you know, how do you deal with something? Destroy it. So yeah, as I say, it's a sad day for the community. And the worst of it is when the locals realized that the government was being the government about it, you know, i.e., sure, you know, we'll help you out about 5 years after you forget why you wanted our help. The local native council got together and said, look, you know, we can get this bear moved, and we have some land that's way away from anything, you know, not, you know, well, we'll move them 10 miles away from, you know, which is what they'd been doing, and then re-releasing them. Well, you know, that's a 3-hour walk for a bear. But yeah, and they had just agreed to do this. They couldn't before because, like I said, you know, the government, yep, we'll handle it. And once they go, we'll handle it, that means basically keep your paws off it. So they had to wait till the government finally went, okay, never mind, if you guys want to do it, you can do it. So yeah, that process was like days away from being actually, you know, here we go, let's catch the bear. And yeah, now there's no bear to catch. So personally, I'm really disappointed, and that was one of the comments I left when this was first brought to light, that this bear had showed up. I said, whatever you do, don't bring too much attention to it. You know, everybody on Texada already knows, so, you know, they can prepare in advance. They can quit leaving things out that bears are attracted to it. I mean, the normal stuff we do here most of the time, unless you're one of these idiots that doesn't, right? Because black bears are still bears, you know, and they love garbage, they love fruit trees, they love everything bears love, you know. So, but yeah, this is, you know, the more attention you bring to it, the more likely it is this is going to end badly. But as it turned out, one of their own people decided, oh, I'm a freaking hero. Yeah. And didn't even, like I said, do a good job of it. Because the thing was spotted a couple of times, staggering around, wounded. And then disappeared into the bush, and then, like I said, they found him a day later on one of the beaches. So, there you go. Sort of a sad story today. And as I said, unfortunately, so typical. Alright, we are... Oh, look! Our bale twine. After 60 bales. Wow. That is some really good deal bale twine, man. I mean, look at that. You know? It's not like it's just a tiny little bit of string they're using to tie these up. You know, 6 of them all the way around. Yeah, there's gotta be 20 feet of twine on there. Man. That's a lot of twine on a single, and I guess this thing holds 24 spools. That's pretty impressive. We shouldn't have to worry about it for a while. Man, on those round balers, I was going through twine and everything else at just an alarming rate. You could spend $1,000 a month on twine. I mean, depending on how much baling you had to do, right? And speaking of which, I do believe we're down to our last little itsy bitsy. So we should be able to purge the baler and then swap it over for the trailer, which is of course sitting right over there. Alright. Alrighty. There we go. We'll just save the 62% that's in there for later. And I think we need to lime all 3 of these. Maybe even fertilize them at some point. Looks like we're pretty good still for maintenance and that sort of thing. That's where we were keeping this one, that's right. Right here. And of course this is one of those special deluxe edition magic trailers. So this shouldn't take us very long to get all of this up off the ground. Now, I think, is it that one up there? I don't know, these all look the same. Well, I guess this is the grass, isn't it? Because I'm pretty sure it dropped 1 hay bale. So far, those are all grass. Boy, those bright orange straps sure show up, don't they? Holy smokes, man. Really? You only picked up one? Oh no, I guess you can kind of see. There's the other one right there, right? Yeah, that's hay. All these others are ground. Okay. So I just didn't pick the right one, but there was one hay bale there. And that's fine. I mean, the nice thing is we're going to load them into one of those deluxe bale facilities where they sort them for you. So, yeah. We've taken lazy to a whole new level. Oops. Not what I meant to do. That tall. Tell me you picked them both up, okay. Oh, are we full? No. Don't imagine it's going to take another, I mean, we'll check, because we got one on the way up the hill anyway, but I don't think it'll triple stack them. And if it does, I don't think we'll actually be able to haul it up the hill. Nope. Okay, cool. That's reasonable. That's reasonable for sure. Oh. Does this one need lime as well? Yep. Again, says it needs plowing, but no. I'll do that with the arable fields, but not the meadows. That's fine. I don't particularly even want to lime them. If I'm going to be able to make the corner. Oh yeah. There's enough room. Release the strapping. Boop, 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 boop. Perfect. Alright. Yeah, not exactly a short trailer. And where the pivot point is, you do have to watch what you're doing. Try and get wide turns when you can. There we go. Excuse me. It's not exactly a warm September day, I'll leave it at that. We don't have a lot on here. Yeah. Every time in the same place, say that woodpecker starts going off. Alright. Yep. That's it. We are veiled. Nice. Very, very nice. We'll just head up this way. Okay, let's kick those straps off. Alright. Now, how far does that... Actually, that's fine. So, let's get her backed in there. That's going to be a good spot to store that trailer. Because let's face it, it's just going to poke one end or the other out no matter where we put it. So let's put it somewhere safe. Keep it secret and keep it safe. At which point everybody's going, my God, can he be more of a nerd? Yes, I could. Quite frankly. Let's see how we've done, shall we? Have a look at the bale ledger. What do we got? 16 straw, 31 grass, and 11 hay. So yeah, we didn't get a lot of hay, that's for sure. That's for sure. But I'm sure we'll have the opportunity to improve upon that. I mean, it does appear that... Oh, I don't know if they're mowable. We can get into all of these meadows, eh? Like the actual animal meadows? Don't know if it's a good idea. Don't know. Okay, so yeah. So I guess we need to come out and deal with these places, don't we? Oh God, they're horrible. They need plowed, they need limed, they need... Yeah. I think we'll We'll start with the first of those exercises and just plow the heck out of them. So, do I have a plow? I'm going to bet the answer to that is no. I don't think there was any for sale. Oh, that was yesterday. We haven't actually looked today. What the heck is that? Well, I guess a slurry tank. Hell yeah. Oh, okay, I know what that is. So, no way. Alrighty then. I'm kind of a fan of this one. And I'm kind of a fan of it in the 9-meter config. So yeah, we'll 20k here and get ourselves a 9-meter plow. Yes. And, okay. Along with that, we will fluff up the front end of the tractor a little bit as well with one of these, something with a good to it, and a hitch in case we throw it on the back. Oh, that's only 650. I was looking at the price going, yeah, that's about right. But no, this is about right. Customize. Design color. What? Design color. Okay. That's not the whole weight, though. That's just that thing. Oh well. Anyway, I don't care. I just wanted to see. Yep. Okay. So there you go. We know where we're going. But that will be an exercise for future me. I mean, I'm going to go down and get it right now, but as far as all of you fine viewers, yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Whee! So, hope you enjoyed. If you did, know what to do. Please hit that like button. Till next time, take good care of each other, folks, and ciao for now.